It's just another Ordinary Joe show. We're here at the 2018 Mabuhay Festival, right at the grounds of the Nathan Phillips Square. It was an awesome night, and with me today is Jhett Tolentino, a Grammy and a Tony winner. And thank you for joining me.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
The Grammy goes to The Color Purple, Danielle Brooks, Cynthia Erivo, Jennifer Hudson, producers Stephen Bray, Van Deen, Frank Filippetti, Roy Furman, Joan Raffi, Scott Sanders, and Jhett Tolentino. Come on, get up there! Come on!
Three-time Tony winner Jhett Tolentino is among this year's first-time winners at the 59th Grammy Awards in Los Angeles.
Tell me a little bit about that, the Grammy and the Tony.
The Tony Awards came first in 2013 on my Broadway debut. I won for the best play, Vanya and Sonia and Masha and Spike. That was with Sigourney Weaver.
Vanya, Sonia, Masha, and Spike. To me, it's a collision course between two siblings who are leading a very quiet, perhaps too quiet life in Pennsylvania.
And then a year later, I won two more. The other one is with Denzel Washington for A Raisin in the Sun.
The buzz on Broadway, Denzel is back, starring in the revival of Lorraine Hansberry's classic, A Raisin in the Sun.
Man says, I gotta change my life. I'm choking to death. Woman says your eggs are getting cold.
And the best musical, A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder.
Our hero is Monty Navarro, who hatches a murderous plan for ladies and lords to meet their rewards, and all played by one clever man.
You'll fall for the vixen Sibylla, the girl he is murdering for. The soubrette sings so high when all of them die. Oh, and Monty's the man they adore.
That's awesome, Jhett. Thank you for talking to me. I just guested at one of the streaming TV today, leading Filipino network here called MCBN. And I was interviewed. Well, I was a part of the panel and I was talking about you. I said that there's a young man at the gala 2 nights ago that I was watching from the audience that I'm very, very proud of. We are very proud of you.
Well, you know, there's a Oscar winner and an Oscar nominee, Tony, and a Filipino awardee at the gala. And I'm so proud of this young man. But at the same time, I feel like, who knows about this? Only the college crowd here can get inspired by this guy. But he will be at the Mabuhay Festival this weekend, so he can tell his story again.
Thank you. It's more of the love from my fellow countrymen that I appreciate more rather than those accolades. You know, because those are the work that I did, but it's more valuable when my co-Filipinos are appreciating it.
Well, you know, the narrative of my show, it started as a vlog and then it was invited to become a TV show here locally in Canada. And the narrative of my show are ordinary people doing extraordinary things. That's why it's called It's Just Another Ordinary Joe Show.
Yes.
And you fit right there in that narrative, fit the bill, because tell us a little bit about your background. You said you grew up in a very, very poor background in Iloilo.
So my beginning, I was born and raised in the slums of Iloilo City.
Slums. So Iloilo is such a beautiful place. I couldn't believe they have slums there.
Oh, it is. If you go by the beach side in Molo District, they're the most impoverished section of Iloilo City, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, where all the houses are right next to each other. And that's how I grew up, and around drugs and prostitution. But I was determined to be educated and get out of it.
What do you think is the X factor that there's a lot of young Filipinos who have this dream? You are a type of a Manny Pacquiao, so people like you and Manny Pacquiao and others who ascended being from a poor background, but you don't let that be an excuse.
Yeah, well, to me, basically, because I'm the youngest of 4, and growing up, I've been observing how my neighborhood and how my older siblings go about their lives, and I just thought that I wanted to be a part of the solution because I witnessed my parents' hardship in providing in every one of us, and because of sending us to school. And my mom was a beautician and my dad is a passenger jeepney driver.
Oh.
Yeah. So I just wanted to be a part of the solution rather than be a brat and like they can't send me to school, yada, 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 yada. So yeah, and that is depicted actually in my biopic documentary, Life is What You Make It.
Every sacrifice, heartbreak, failure,
triumph, betrayal, they were all worth it because they led me to where I am now. Life is what you make it.
That is that a feature film?
It's a documentary, a short documentary of 40 minutes. I shot it starting late 2015 to 2016. That was 3 months, and we went to 9 countries to finish the film.
Heard it all before. For every time we spoke of my dreams, never felt quite sure. Another wall to break before me. Oh, that's far and wide.
This is the last memory of my family. I have not been back home for over a decade. That will all change now.
That is awesome. You're a very inspirational young man. I'm very inspired, even just being, your radiance is just rubbing. I hope it rubs off on me and my little girl who's here.
Anything that would work.
One quick, if I can say, advice for someone who's aspiring and they have challenges in life. What is it that they need to do right now to get that ball rolling?
We can never have any choice in whatever life is presented to us. We can't have a choice, if we're born to a poor family. But you have to remember this, you have a choice on how you react to it. Like me, I reacted on I was swimming away from all the problems that were, that life were throwing at our family. So I was swimming against it, and
swimming against the current.
Yeah, I made sure that all adversities thrown into our family, I can't waver and just surrender to it. Because again, I had an option. So again, even if you're born if you're not be able to sing or not be able to do things that you wanted to do, that's just telling you that the universe has something else for you. And try to find that and embrace it. Just try to listen. Just try to listen, because God has this major plan for you, and it seems like if your plan is not working for yourself, so try to listen.
I was a young man in the Philippines before I came to Canada in the 80s. The late Pope John Paul came to have the youth day, one of the youth days, and I was listening on the big speaker, and he said there will come a time, and he coined it as the Filipino phenomenon, that everybody in the world will know the Filipinos. The Filipino phenomenon will take over the entire world, and I think it's starting to happen now. People like you and people like Te Agnes Miranda and the whole presentation here tonight. I was just doing a play-by-play there by the media podium right there, and I was saying with some of the co-hosts, we were talking about if we make this into a ticketed event, this could easily be charged $200 for VIP and $100 for regular. Yeah. The kind of presentation, the kind of production that we had here tonight is just amazing. Yeah. And you and the whole production is a representation of that. Thank you very much for being such an awesome Filipino.
Oh, always my pleasure, and I'm happy to represent.
Well, I'll be your follower from now on, and people want to follow you. They can follow you on social media?
Yeah, I'm very active on Instagram, Facebook, not so much with Twitter, but those two, Instagram and Facebook, you can find me. You can send messages or any questions. Usually I get parents to ask advice on their children. Some I get demos also for the recording and stuff like that, but I just have to tell you, I'm not a casting director.
People are trying to
right. I may bend some rules sometimes if it's really worth my time, but I'm not that kind of person. I try to represent us all on the business side of the industry, because as you know, every Filipino is a singer, an actor, a dancer, and not much on the behind the scenes. So I'm representing us on the business side of Broadway and the film industry.
And we need more of those.
Yeah, please join me. How about that?
Exactly. Well, I pray and I hope more good things happen to you.
Thank you.
Because
And
you
to
are a
all.
beacon of light
Yeah.
that many people can follow and follow your footsteps. Oh, and very timely. We got
Wow.
was that the midnight bell?
That's midnight? Oh,
Or
11.
maybe it's 10.
I was
Oh,
like, I'm
11
having
o'clock. Oh,
goosebumps.
It's beautiful. Everything
Yeah.
that happens here tonight is very beautiful.
Magical.
Magical. Thank you very much, Mr. Tolentino, for talking to me.
you.
God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. You too.
Take care.
Thank you. Hi, this is Jhett Tolentino, and you're watching It's Just Another Ordinary Joe Show.
Thank you, buddy. I love that. All right.